Merry Christmas, baby.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Pamela, and in today's video we are going to be decorating the fireplace and the fireplace mantle. I had never decorated a fireplace before because we just refinished this one a couple of months ago, so I've never had a mantle, and I am obsessed with how it turned out. It is definitely what I was going for. You can see a little sneak peek behind me, but I absolutely love it. The vision for this year's fireplace was I wanted to have like a swoop garland. I wanted to have fairy lights. We decorated our house with a like colorful Anthropology inspired Christmas. So I got the Anthropology village houses to add to the mantle, and I don't know, I'm just really obsessed with how it turned out, and I hope you guys like it. If you missed the previous videos that I posted, the last two videos are decorate with me's. I have decorated the living room and bedroom as well as the kitchen and dining room. So if you want to check those out, I will link them down below, and you can head over there as soon as you finish with this video. But this is going to be the final decorate with me to do the fireplace and the mantle. I'm going to take you from start to finish today, from a bare blank slate to what we have behind me, and kind of give you some tips and tricks along the way that I learned or that I kind of incorporated as I went. I'll also link as much as I can down below for you guys if you are interested in checking out any of the pieces. But I think that this is such a simple mantle, and you could definitely recreate this with things that you already have at home, or things that you could find. If I'm not able to link them, you could be able to find similar items at other places. So I definitely think this would be easy to recreate. I absolutely love it. I hope that you love it too. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe before you leave so that you don't miss any of my future videos. We have a lot of fun holiday content coming your way. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this intro. Let's go ahead and start decorating the fireplace. To start, we are going to place our garlands. So I'm going to start with this one first. I got this at HomeGoods this year. I absolutely love it. I think it looks very realistic, and it also was very long, which was very helpful. And I love the length of it. But I'm going to place it on the fireplace using command hooks up at the top. These command hooks did not withstand the test of time, and I actually had to go back later and replace them because the garland fell. There was just too much weight on them. I think these were for 2 pounds, and I needed 5 pounds. After replacing them with the 5-pound command hooks, I have not had issues. So definitely get the 5-pound. They are bigger, but you cannot see them. Next up, I'm going to go in with my second garland, and I actually got this one from the Back Porch Mercantile this year, and I absolutely love this one as well. I think it looks very realistic, and I love the different shades of green within the two garlands. So we have some dark green, we have some light green. On the original one, there was no snow. On this one, there's a little bit of like glittery snow, so it makes it have that frosted effect, which I absolutely love. I really love the pine cones on both of them as well. But what I'm going to do here is I just wrapped the second garland around the first garland, and it held very nicely for me. I have thought since then that you could secure the garlands with floral wire. You could also use zip ties, you could use pipe cleaner, whatever you have on hand, but wrapping it around each other worked for me. And then I just went and fluffed each of the sections just to kind of give it that more realistic look, and it turned out so beautifully. I moved over to the left side and did the exact same thing. I had 2 of those garlands from Back Porch Mercantile, so I did one on the right and one on the left, meeting them in the middle. So I secured it at the top with the command hook, and then I just began to wrap it around the original, meeting in the middle, and it held pretty nicely. At the end here, I just wrapped these 2 around just so that it kind of looked uniform. To add a different texture, I decided to hang these natural wood beaded garlands. I have 2 of these, and I placed one of them on the right side command hook. You'll see that I've placed 2 new command hooks now on the front side over on the right, and I just placed the beads there and kind of draped them and meeting it over in the center with the pine cone, and I kind of just wrapped the end around the pine cone a little bit just to secure it for now. And I did the exact same thing on the left side. I just secured one end to the pine cone, and then I draped the beads and then secured them on a command hook that I had placed on the front side of the mantle over on the left. I wanted a different height in my draping, so I made the beads go down lower than the garland, and I really like how that turned out. I feel like it added some dimension. Next up, I'm going to add these really beautiful rustic bells. I'm obsessed with them. I think they're so beautiful, and it again gives a different texture because these are metal. So the first thing that I did here was put the one looped end of the bells over on the right hand side command hook at the top, and then I went ahead and went to the left hand side and put the bells over there, securing it to the command hook on the top as well. And then just to kind of make it look more blended, I went through and fluffed some branches around the string, and that kind of helped blend a little bit better. Next up, we're going to place our stockings, and I put the stockings on the right hand side of the mantle because I thought it helped with the height. So we did have the garland kind of swoop down and hang lower on the left side. So I thought hanging the stockings on the right would balance it out, and I think it turned out beautifully. So I placed both of the stockings on command hooks, different command hooks on the right side, and I love how it turned out. I think it's cute. The last thing I'm going to add to the fireplace for now are the cascading bells that I bought at World Market this year. I love the teal colored velvet ribbon that they hang on, and I like that it added another bit of texture and dimension. We have two types of bells. We have some velvet ribbon now, and I just think it was really beautiful and a nice touch to the left side. For the top of the mantle, I wanted my focal point to be my colorful houses, my colorful village that I purchased from Anthropology this year. I loved all the different colored houses, and I thought it added a nice pop of color to the room. So I went ahead and just placed those on the fireplace. I tried to keep them central and not too spread out, just so that is where your eyes go when you look toward the top of the mantle. And I think it turned out pretty good. Next up, I added some bottle brush trees to both the left and the right hand side of the village houses. And for this, I really wanted to make sure to use a variety of different colored bottle brush trees as well as various heights. And I think that really helped, one, pull out the color of the houses really well, and two, add some height to the space. All of the houses are pretty much the same height, so adding the different heights and trees I think really helped kind of bring it all together. The last thing that I'm going to do to the fireplace is add fairy lights, and I honestly think adding fairy lights around this time of year is the most magical touch that you can possibly do in a space. I encourage you, if you do not have fairy lights, to get you some fairy lights, because you can put these fairy lights just about anywhere and make your space feel so incredibly cozy. So that's what I did, and honestly I feel like it made the space. This is what brought my fireplace together and made it feel so magical and special, and I absolutely love them. I got my fairy lights on Amazon. They work on a timer, and about 3:30, 4 o'clock every day is when my lights come on. So they're on when I get home from work, and it's just awesome. I absolutely love coming home to the fireplace all lit up. But I hid the box that the fairy lights are connected to up on the right hand side behind the garland, so you can't see it at all. And I just went through and wrapped the fairy lights around the garland, some in the front and the back, around the bells, and then I made sure to save a little bit to wrap the garland that was hanging down on the right side, and to put some around the stockings as well. But like I said, this is the absolute perfect touch to any space, honestly, is to add those little magical fairy lights. Thank you all so much for watching the video today. I really hope that you liked it. I hope that you were able to get some inspiration if you're looking to decorate your own mantle or your own fireplace at home. I hope that I was able to kind of help give you some guidance or give you some inspiration at least. I'm really obsessed with how it turned out. It really exceeded my expectations, honestly, but I really do love it. It is very cozy. I love the color that it adds to the space, and I don't know, I'm just really enjoying the fireplace this year. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up so that I know to continue to make this kind of content for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you very soon in the next one.